Good. Very nice. Stay. Good. Come. Good. Very nice. Good, young lady.
It's harder for her on these trails, especially because she has a history of hiking on them. So she's used to having all kinds of freedom on these trails, and so now we're asking her to apply the heel, which she knows really well by this point, and we're telling her, even on this exciting trail, when we ask you to heel, you need to listen. So it helps her owners when they have her in a really distracting place. She'll heel even if she might not necessarily want to. Of course, there's tons of stuff to explore and sniff and do on these trails, and she'll get to do that on her pack hikes. But it's just a really good opportunity for us to say, we want you to heel for right now for this session, and see how she responds to doing something she might not necessarily want to do in the moment. And that's what training is really all about. So that means walk nicely and heel, nose up off the ground, following that left leg. She was expecting a release.
Down.
We do this on purpose. We really want to see if she's paying attention. Good.
Good job, Taylor. Break.
Yay!
Break.
Stopping that jumping. Good. Giving her an alternative.
Good.
Yay!
Nice work.
That's a good girl. She wants to give you French kiss.
Good. Good.
There's the alternative.
Yeah, it's nice. Good, 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 good. Nice. Yay! Good. Good. That's good. Good girl, Taylor. Break.
Yay! No jump this time. She's learning. She's so smart.
Good. Good. Good.
How cute is she?
Very.
I hate when my shadows are in the window.
Break.
Good
Good
girl.
That calm affection is important. Being able to take the praise without going crazy.
Yeah.
You know, so if she's in a sit and she's getting that praise and she's a little wiggly, if we shush her and correct her, she should relax and then we can resume.
That'll help because I think they might apply for her to be a therapy dog.
The best thing, honestly, is when they know it's time to interact. They're just super chill. People get to enjoy the colors. They get to pet them. They get to feel the fur. You know, they get to just admire the dog. Where it gets out of hand is, you know. So honestly, if I was meeting her, I'd be able to enjoy her fully, and I think she'd be able to enjoy it more. If even when I bent down like this to pet her, she just let me. We just had this interaction like this.
Yep.
Right? Because then you get the pet. Oh my God, look at her. How old is she? Oh, yeah. It gets crazy, and then all of a sudden everyone's uncomfortable, and so we want to teach them and train them.
So good.
Good. She's like, they like this.
They like this.
Good
I
girl.
like
Break.
this.
Good.
Good girl.
So as soon as we start the petting, she should know that it means to be calm. Good. Sniffing's good. Sniffing's fine. We don't want excessive licking if she's going to do any type of therapy or anything. Just this. This is the beauty.
I told Maria she's a good candidate.
I love it, love it, love it. Good. Yeah, this is it. Can you present yourself as excited like somebody would, and she understands that means to just stay like this and let them admire you, right? That's something we can teach them, which is really cool. They can actually learn that. Some are better than others naturally out of the gate, but we absolutely teach it and reinforce it. So when they're getting pet, you see them go into this almost melted, calm state. Okay, good.
And that's when everyone says, oh wow, what a good dog.
Oh yeah, and you get to really get a connection that's more soulful. It's not so physical. It's just like, oh, we're wrestling. It's like, well, wrestling is good when you meet another dog and you want to play. That's what they want to do with each other. But we're saying with humans, unless somebody's offering wrestling, which would be an intimate relationship with probably one of the owners if they did do something like that. She can understand that when I interact with humans, I go into a calm, relaxed space and everybody enjoys it. Good. Most importantly, they don't enjoy it when I elevate in energy and start getting too goofy. It's very natural. They can really understand it because their parents, especially the mother, will correct them for being too goofy and annoying around them, so they can understand it. See? Okay? She's not begging for attention, like, nudging on me for all that is stuff that you want to correct too, if you wanted to be super, super tight at this stuff, because that'll lead to being pushy in those incidences, okay? And as soon as they take a whiff that somebody's kind of like not on board with the training, then they'll start to take advantage. So we just let them know. The only alternative is the calm, relaxed state. That is the only thing we like. Good. Break.
Good girl.
See, that's a nice smile. Good young lady. Let's try something with her. Yeah. Out. Good. Out. Good. Go on. Good. Nice. Keep it going. Good. 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 Very nice. Very nice.
Out means get away from me. So go and stay.
So important. It's amazing when they got it, because it's not fussy like that. It's just like you say, out on the dog. You see it in our videos with Riggins all the time. I'll say like this. I don't even have to say the word. I just go like this, and he heads, like 10 feet away. If there's a bed, he'll lay on the bed, but he'll just lay down. And it disengages them from the situation. This isn't for you right now. And then if I say break, they can come back into the situation. This is great for every dog owner. It's really great if you are going into the service area, because then anybody at any point, if they've had enough, they can just literally say out, and the dog will disengage and walk away. It sounds easier than it is. Try doing it with your dog. Try having your dog in front of you and say, okay, out, like get away from me. Let's find out what happens. They start jumping on you. They're like, no, I want to be a part of this. And you're saying, no, it's not for you, go, okay? But it's invaluable. That's really, if you look at like the 3 things you need with a dog to be able to get around this world, you need a recall. You need that recall to get them back to you. You need a stay, and you need a send away, which is an out, right? So if you get the dog to you, you can get the dog to stay, and you can tell the dog to take a hike, okay? If you can do these things, then you're gonna be able to put your dog in situations and then coach them through it. Because now you can say, no, stay there. No, come here. No, out, get away. And you can show them what they're supposed to be doing, okay? So, recall, that's the come command, right? We say come. Stay, you can say stay, sit, down, and place are also stays, okay? Heel is just an extended recall, really. They keep following you in a specific position, okay? And then the send away, it's like they made a mistake and they started getting out of there, coming out of there. Stay, and they're starting to close the gap to the situation. It's like, no, go. That is so invaluable to actually see the dog walk away and lay down and wait, okay? Break.
Good girl.
Good, you can come back now. Good. It's almost like a yo-yo, right? You can send her out, get her back, right? Good. Nice. Very good. It's very hard, but once they get it, it's easy. But for them to like want to listen, because that means the biggest reward for them, what I can find, like dogs in general, the biggest reward for most of them is the involvement. Just the attention, the interaction, being part of your life, being part of the situation that's going on. So to say, hey, this isn't part for you right now, go, it's like the last thing they want to hear, right? Good. Out. Good.
Nice.
I'm gonna out.
She's so smart.
Out. Out. So she's playing with Julia now. She's like, can I hang out with her? Good. Out. Good. Good. Okay, what a pro. She's not a pro, but she's gonna be very soon. That was very good. So what did she do there? She gave us a nice opportunity to show you what's going on. Julie's here this time, so if it was me and her alone, we might not have had that problem, but because Julie was here, she said, I'm gonna go attach myself to another person. A human to a dog really is valuable, because they know that you have access to everything. You can open doors, you can pet them, you can get, you can get them the food. People are a very strong resource. So I say out, and she says, well, if I can't be with this one, can I get with that one? And then I said, ow, again from her. And 2 times she went back to try to angle around Julia to say, hey, can I stay with you, even though he's telling me to go? And then I said a 3rd time, out, and she did. She left. Okay. But this is the type of work that I would do practice. You know, if you really want to know what to practice, it's stuff like this, because if we practice it with setups, by the time we get to the real world, the dog's already experienced, they know what to do, and we're not doing it for the first time in a real life situation, right? We're doing setups like this. Okay, good, look. She doesn't know that this is a training session, you know, she's assuming this is real life. Good. Break.
Good
Now
girl.
she can come back. Good girl, okay? It's a nice boundary to be able to set with your dog, and it puts you in a good relationship because the dynamic is follower-leader, okay? It's a great exercise, and make no mistake, this isn't something, you know, I would say like, don't try this at home or something. We say that about everything. You can try whatever you want, but just know this. If your dog has the temperament to be a little more firm, if you try to tell them to leave, you're telling them to leave a resource. You're telling them to leave the physical resource of whatever it is. It could be a couch, could be a person, could be food. But you're also saying hierarchically, I want a relationship with you that means when there's resources of high value, I can choose how we deal with this thing. I can tell you to leave it alone. So a lot of dogs that are a little harder in their personality, they'll fight back for that because they want that. But it's not just about that particular resource. It's also about, hey, in the hierarchy, if you can tell me to leave that means you can tell me to leave this, this, and this. And that means when there's new resources, you get first access. That means you're the leader. That's why it's going to be difficult. That's why your dog's going to give you a hard time, because they don't want to give up that position, okay? But if you know what you're doing and you follow through, you can get that message across. The dog will see you as leader, and now all of a sudden the dog's listening and is in their best form. They're calm. All the behavioral things that we worry about, even down to like stress and stuff like this, start fading away because the dog's now a follower and there's a leader. But in order to get that, nature has designed it so that there's a little bit of a fight. You have to earn that position. They don't just let everybody have the position because they want it. The dog makes you earn it, and this is one of the many ways. Good. Break.
Good girl.